Hello, and today we're playing Warcraft Rumble, and we're going to have a very interesting set of games ahead of us because we're going to be using the mini leader Jaina. Now, I have not used Jaina in a very long time. She was one of the first leaders I actually used because I thought she was super fun, and then obviously I discovered the Great Murkai. Now, with that being said, the build I'm currently running today consists of Huntress, we're using Blizzard, and Arcane Blast as our spells, because with Jaina having spells is very efficient. We're also going to be using Quillbore, Defias Rogues, and the Prowler. Now, Prowler is really great simply for being able to collect those chests easier or just running across the map and doing some nice damage. And Jaina herself is very powerful, but what I really like about her is that she empowers the spells. Huntress herself is, as you can see in most of my decks, I normally have the Huntress simply for the fact that she's able to pressure lanes so well, and if nobody's really contesting her, the damage she does to the base and towers is drastic, forcing our enemy to always make sure they're countering her. What's also really nice is that the Huntress just does mass AoE. So we have this mass contingent here, and we easily use our Arcane Blast to eliminate them. And the Defias Rogues, sadly, I don't have the trait that allows them to collect chests and get 2 extra gold, but that extra stun is so powerful against a lot of the different combinations your enemy is going to be using. We're already doing a nice set of damage to the enemy base right here. Jaina's probably going to go down, but that's okay. Now, the Quillbore is mainly to place a tank anywhere on the map, maybe collect resources if needed, or just to collect aggro from the tower so your units coming in and approaching don't have to deal with that fire damage. By the way, I'm super excited to see the next tower that's coming up this weekend. Now, with that being said, Baron Rivendell is, or Baron Rivendare, sorry, I don't know why I say Rivendell, is a very interesting commander, which I hope to soon be able to level up. My wolf did collect that first chest, which is really nice. He should be able to take out the Quillbore no problem and collect the second chest, which is going to add more resources to us right there. Now, we have the Defias Rogues. Now, that's going to be very great for the stuns. They're basically acting as meat shields, while the Huntress is going to do mass damage there. We popped that beautiful Arcane Blast level 1. Now, rarely you'll see me actually use Arcane Blast level 3 every once in a while, but the reason for using level 3 doesn't come up very often. It's just a waste of resources. So after your first 2, you kind of don't want to do too much. The Blizzard works out here against Fatbud, who is our enemy leader. I just actually watched his name. That's pretty funny. We're doing a lot of damage to his main base, which is working out in our favor. We may be able to end this pretty soon. We did get Angra on the Quillbore, and the Huntress just keeps going. Now, I did send the Prowler just to make sure, but I think the game is going to be over here in a little second. One more hit should do it. Okay, I was off by 1, but there we go, giving our first round victory. Now, in this second game right here, we're going to be going up against Rend Blackhand. Now, I will definitely say Rend Blackhand is probably one of the best PvP leaders currently. The amount of pressure that you can get out with that build character is drastically annoying if you're playing against him. Now, me, I don't really have a Rend Blackhand build. I'm working on it. Maybe one day I'll show you guys another video on him. So we did get a chance to collect at least one of the chests. We're fighting over that second chest, but it didn't really work out in our favor. This dude has harpies, and he also has those beautiful whelp eggs. Now, I personally love whelp eggs myself. The issue right here with whelp eggs is the fact that unless you really have the talent that allows it to explode and fire when the eggs hatch, it's not really always worth it unless you're able to pressure really well. Now, the reason we dropped that not Arcane Blast, that Blizzard down was to get rid of that air control because we don't want them to kill Jaina. And Jaina blast that whelp, no problem. We did have the Huntress that did a fantastic job on the left-hand side, nearly taking the tower. Now, what I'm going to do is drop the Huntress again on the left-hand side. Hopefully, they can pressure it. While we do have Jaina that's going to go down due to the Prowler, we also need to make sure we collect that chest or at least contest it as long as we can. The Quillbore is coming out there. He's not going to win that fight. I totally doubt it. But thankfully, our Kobold was able to collect 1 gold. I think that was a waste of resources in my head. I'm really considering what I just did there, and I don't think it was the best maneuver. That's okay. We do have the right-hand lane empty. We do have Rend Blackhand and a dragon coming towards us on the left-hand lane. The whelp eggs aren't really that much, but they're pressuring the map a lot, and I'm kind of worried. I'm trying to save up my gold to really look for a contingent on how I want to deal with this. I did not expect him to actually summon the Quillbore behind, so we're going to summon the Defias Rogues to stun off the Quillbore so he does no damage at all, while the Huntress hopefully gets Rend Blackhand off that. We just need to clear this as much as possible. There goes my Huntress. The tower is doing nice damage, helping us clear a lot of these enemies. The Prowler is going to come down, get rid of the safe pilot, who's there just doing so much damage. Now, I was not able to collect the resources, but we gladly were able to clear the enemy forces. So we have a chance to technically reset the game, even though I took more damage than I was hoping. At least we're still in it, and we may be able to turn this around. That's what we're going to try our best to do here. Dropping the Defias Rogues on the left-hand side. Maybe if they send some... Oh, no, that's a nice counter from the enemy right there. So we have to drop Jaina. Hopefully she's able to clear those whelps in time. And I don't know what to do. We could drop the Huntress on the left-hand side here. Maybe she'll go up and she shouldn't have no worries against those eggs. But Ren, Blackhand, and that dragon, we need to make sure. And he did the same combo. So we know and have an idea of what he's trying to do. Get those dragons and Ren, Blackhand. Then he's instantly going to drop his safe pile and his Quillbore. So now that we know that, we're going to try our best to counter it. I'm going to have to be more conservative with my resources. We are very low on health. This actually might be it right here. I think we're going to go down, guys. I don't know if we're going to be able to turn this around, but we're going to find a way, hopefully. Oh no, there it is, GG. Honestly, I'm totally okay with that outcome, simply for the fact that that shows the power of Red Blackhand, such a fantastic commander in this current meta. Now, it also shows some holes in my build, or maybe the way I play it, so we're going to find a way to kind of solve that as we continue playing on. We were able to collect that first chest. Now, Karen is interesting because of that AoE. So what I'm going to think to do here is I'm going to use my Quillboard to either pull aggro on Karen when needed, or use my Defiance Rogues to stun him, so hopefully we can burst him down. That was a nice Blizzard. We didn't get full damage off on the Murlocs. We could have if something happened. I did not place the Quillbore in the right spot, as I was saying earlier, but we were able to clear, saving my two massive units in the back, which is the Huntress and Jaina proudmoore. Bad part here is the Huntress on top, there's going to be a problem. I didn't have enough gold there, so my Huntress got actually eliminated. That's okay. I do like that the enemy has a talent where the Huntress is invisible. That's one of the ones I personally want. We're going to look to drop probably Quillbore to maybe do some extra damage right there. Now, the reason I didn't use Prowler on that left-hand lane was simple. I wanted to make sure I collected the chest. The more resources you lose, the worse it is. We're able to kind of reset here, so I need to be very careful of what I'm doing, even though I took some damage to my main base. So we do have the Defiance Rogues on the right-hand side. We don't really have to worry about chests, I believe. And the Quillbore is about to do some massive damage to the enemy Kobold there. Bam! Knocking him out while we have a nice tank and mage combo going up that ramp. So we just have to deal with the Wolf Rider, and my Prowler is going to easily be able to deal with that. You also saw me drop the Huntress on the left-hand side. I'm hoping to pressure on the enemy tower. See that Quillbore aggro? That's what I meant to do the first time. Sadly, the enemy used Blizzard, which eliminated my forces. But that's okay. That's okay, guys. We're going to drop the rogues there. Hopefully, they're able to go uncontested really down the middle, which will be great because it allows us to collect the chest. But since he's sending down his nice little shaman there, I'm going to send my wolf for that extra damage. We do collect the tower. I don't want to use the Blizzard there. That's a waste for just one Murloc. Thankfully, the Murloc isn't doing too much damage, so it'll buy us some time right here. Dropping the Quillbore. Oh no, it didn't work like I wanted it to. It was a little bit out of aggro range, but that's okay. They're going to go and ensure that that tower is contested. If we're lucky, we're going to capture that tower. If not, we're still going to force our enemy to send units to that tower, which is wasted resources on their part. I don't really got to worry too much about the Harpies right here. We're just going to burn them down with our AoE tower. We're going to drop Prowler again on the Wolf Rider as it gets closer right here. I dropped it a little far back. I didn't actually mean to do that, but it's okay. That Quillbore is going to town on that tower, keeping it contested. Hopefully you'll be able to capture it back up. We do have a nice combo coming down the middle as he drops Karen. Now the next units that's coming into our hand is going to be Prowler. That's probably going to be interesting. We thankfully collect that nice secondary chest. We're just getting resources right now, which is great. Dropping Blizzard, and hopefully it's enough to take care of the cow. If it's not, we're going to have to use Arcane Blast a little bit, but the Prowler turns around and we have Huntress going off on the enemy base. Sadly, it was destroyed by the Harpies. Those Harpies actually do a lot of damage. He might have some nice traits to it. Dropping the Huntress down there. I'm not sure if she's going to make it in time, but that's totally okay. The mines just got some gold in them, so that's something to take some note of. And we're looking to drop Quillbore to get some aggro off of the tower so Jaina can just spamming her Frostbolt on it, where we don't really have to worry about her dying anytime soon unless he starts to spawn units. There he goes right there, but that's okay. You know what? Maybe I drop Blizzard. Maybe Blizzard helps us out there doing some damage to his base and stuff. The Prowler's going to take aggro off of that Wolf Rider. We did not get the tower on the left-hand side, but it was well worth it in my personal opinion. Hopefully we can get those chests in time. Karen comes out and he has that speed. He's running down. We also have those Murlocs. He forgot to change the arrow. The Murlocs went the wrong way. Oh, that's perfect for us. That means we're going to be able to collect these chests, get that extra 4 resources. So we're going to drop Huntress on the right-hand side. We're going to literally use aggro pull with our Prowler, Jaina behind there, with the Defiance Rogue stunning behind. It feels like a whole party in World of Warcraft right now. It feels great. Dropping the Blizzard down on the enemy base. That's fantastic. The Huntress is doing great damage. You know what? We're just going to Arcane Blast. We're not doing anything. We're using all our Arcane Blast. We're going to use level 4 right here and ensure we win victory. There's nothing he can do to end us before we do this. And boom, there we go, GG. What a satisfying way to win this. And we even get some experience for Blizzard, which works out even better for us with that game. I actually really like that game simply for the fact that we were able to use Arcane Blast. Now in this game here, we're going up against Queen Maiev. That's a very interesting name. And also using a Jaina proudmoore symbol. We're also going up against Baron Rivendare, which is going to be a very pressure heavy build. I'm pretty sure he does have his gargoyles. He also has that weird undead that throws the pumpkins. I actually don't know the name because I never actually use it. He's coming with a massive contingent down the middle, so we're going to use Blizzard there. I'm not sure if Jaina's going to be able to clear it or not. I did not use the Quillbore on the left hand side fast enough to pull aggro from the tower, but that's totally okay. My right hand tower is under some pressure, but we do need to deal with that gargoyle because we all know that's going to be a lot of damage coming out when that thing hits a base. This is the great part about using certain siege units in builds. You pressure your enemy to have to be forced to use resources to counter that, or they're going to be getting a massive detriment from the damage it's going to do. If we're lucky, the Huntress might actually get the chest. No, no. Oh, it does. The chests do spawn in time, and it's in between. Now, the units the enemy sent down the middle is so weak, the Huntress is easily going to clear that with AoE, and we're going to get double chests right here. That's 4 resources for us. We do have to recapture that tower and deal with this left-hand contingent, so we're going to use Blizzard out here. The Quillbore is doing a fantastic job using himself as a meat shield. We drop the rogues to add extra stuns to whatever we need to right there, and there comes out the blast. We do have Huntress on the enemy main base doing massive damage right now, but look at those mines. Those mines each have 3 gold. I would love to get a kobold in to be able to deal with that and get all that gold and resources for us to make some nice sweet armor, even though I know that's not what it's used for. But that kobold seems to be uncontested right now, so he should be fine. The Prowler trying his best to eat away at the enemies. Now, he can't hit the gargoyle, but he can deal with that frost mage. Now, the chests in the middle have spawned, so we're saving up, and as you can see, we used our Huntress, switching the arrow really quickly. I was like, wait a minute, why did he turn there? I was capturing the base. So, as you can see there, we captured those beautiful chests right there, and he's going to be able to deal with that little skeleton party, no problem. That was actually a wasted arcane blast. It did not hit anybody, so we're just going to use Blizzard here on the enemy base. I'm pretty sure we can end it right here with Jaina proudmoore, and we do, giving us a nice sweet GG victory. That worked out really nice. I think we had some fun games today. Let me know what you think about this build in the comment section below.